What is up, guys? What is up? So I am back for another video. This time we're going to talk about a really cringy situation with Dan Bongino. If you guys don't know, Dan Bongino, former podcaster, former Jeffrey Epstein investigator, turned into FBI deputy that most people think covered up the Epstein files. By the way, I don't have a mic. My mic broke, so bear with me. I got to get a new mic. I had a cheap BS mic. But yeah, and also what's been going on, Dave Smith, comedian, podcaster, libertarian, he and Dan Bongino have been going at it like crazy. You guys... If you guys were Dan Bongino fans, I don't think you're going to be Dan Bongino fans after this video, I'm telling you. So, he's getting roasted on X, but let's get into this, all right? Boom. All right, so we're on X right now. As you can see, I mean, the memes are going nuts for Dan Bongino. Let's scroll down here for a sec. This was Dan Bongino before.
This is Karate Man. Double leg. The jump kick. The side kick. The roundhouse. The tie kick.
Yeah, this is who we're dealing with, people. I don't even want to watch this whole clip, but as you can see, people are roasting Dan Bongino. He's, quit the FBI, and now he's calling out anybody who criticizes the Epstein files or criticizes him as black pillars. I mean, like, look at this. Am I out of touch? No. Only if black pillars still care about Epstein. He's definitely out of touch. It's like, it's ridiculous. So, oh my God, look at that. That is just, the memes just do not stop, people. And he's blocking all sorts of people. I mean, like, as you can see, all these different people have been blocked by Bongino because Bongino can't handle the heat. I mean, let's just listen to the before and after of this guy, because this is the main reason why people are done with Dan Bongino, is the hypocrisy and the clear cover-up. Let's just listen to this.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it, outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
He killed himself. You want me to I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
There is just such a night and day difference between the Bongino from 2023 and the Bongino from 2025. First of all, excuse me, he doesn't want us to let the story go. The old Bongino said that. Okay, so I'm right here and I'm not going to let the story go. I want to see the Epstein files. I want to know what the FBI is hiding. I want to know why they said that the files were on Pam Bondi's desk, and then they said there were no files, and then it took Congress to basically vote on a bill to release the Epstein files, so now all of a sudden the files exist. But then new Dan Bongino, you can see he's like shrugged over. He looks a little nervous. He looks like I gotta say the right thing. It's like he's a robot now. Dan Bongino is like, he's not even a free thinker, it feels like, and he's just like blocking everybody, calling them black pillars. I mean, look at that face. He's gone insane. And just wait till you hear the beef and the shit that he's saying with Dave Smith. It's insane, because Dave Smith is legitimately trying to ask him questions and things about the Epstein files. That is the topic of discussion when it comes to Dan Bongino. But Dan Bongino doesn't want to talk about that. He just wants to be black-pilled and silence everybody who brings it up. Just wait till we get to the Dave Smith stuff. But I mean, just listen to what he says about us. Anybody who cares about the Epstein files, this is how Dan Bongino feels about you right here.
The thing about black pillars, where everything sucks all the time, is they're like, well, we're demanding accountability, but you're not great. So am I. That you're endlessly complaining about things you don't know anything about. Like, that's all you do. Like, he'll shut down the border, 10 people across the month. Why wasn't it 0?
Okay. We're not talking about the border. First of all, everybody's happy with Trump's border closures. We like that about Trump. No one's complaining about that. What we're complaining about is the Epstein files. But let's continue because he's not going to bring it up in this clip. Watch.
Okay, well, can you just acknowledge going from 1 million to 10 is a big deal? That way, and there's a cost to that. And the cost you see is in, polling numbers around the midterms. You can't let this negative vibe constantly set in. That doesn't mean healthy debates.
So if Trump loses the midterms, Republicans lose the midterms, I should say. If Republicans lose the midterms, it's because of people like me who want answers on the Epstein files? No, it's because they handled the Epstein files so poorly, it broke the trust of the American people. Obviously, Dan Bongino is trying to spin it and try to manipulate people to blame us because he does not want to take accountability at all.
About policy are not welcome. Hey, I'm not a big tariff guy. I've said that 1,000 times. Debating policies are fine. I think a lot of the so-called damage from the tariffs was dramatically over-exaggerated. Even people who don't like them having to acknowledge that now. The economy's motoring, 4% growth. But the black pill complaining and whining all the time about the administration, it's just like, man, what team are you on? Holy Moses, man. So
we're on the team of the people. We're on the team of America. We're not on the team of covering up your ass, Mr. Bongino. Like, he is just completely not self-aware at all. He knows that what he's saying is bullshit and that he's just trying to save his name, or he's that dumb. But I think he knows the truth. He doesn't want to tell us. He thinks we're stupid, I guess. But I mean, oh my God. Talk about a night and day difference. In the old clip I showed you of Dan Bongino, he says, don't let this story go. We need to push on the Epstein files. We need to hold everybody accountable. The new Dan Bongino says, F that. You guys are just a bunch of complaining black pillars that are going to cost us the midterms. Whose team are you on? Like, it's a bunch of bull. Like, screw you, Dan Bongino. Like, I once respected him, but you can't respect anybody. Just because there's a podcaster out there that holds the same values that you do, once they get into office, they might screw you over. Just keep that in mind, that they might be using your values, your political views as a way to manipulate and be corrupt. And Dan Bongino is damn near that example. He is probably the top example, in my opinion, of somebody. It'd be like if AOC ran for president, and when AOC won, she all of a sudden started acting like Donald Trump. Wouldn't her supporters think that's weird? I mean, same on our side. It'd be like, what if Trump started, acting like Jasmine Crockett? We'd be calling him out too, but, it wouldn't be our fault for calling him out. It would be Trump's fault for acting like Jasmine Crockett. So, I mean, this argument is just so stupid.
You don't have to watch. It's okay. There's a door. Go find the freaking exits, because I don't really give a shit. I'm not here for anybody's money or anything like that. I'm too old for that shit.
Dude, we want to talk about the Epstein files. We want answers about why they were covered up. Why you're now saying that Jeffrey Epstein offed himself. Why are you saying that now when you said it wasn't true before? Why redact all these files? Why edit the jail clip? Why lie to the American people, Dan? Oh, am I a black pillar? Oh, am I just against the team for asking those questions? Dan would say so. Dan would probably try to destroy me if he could. But I mean, he is just getting roasted. I mean, look at that. I'm coming after all the black pillars. You couldn't even catch Epstein's clients. You are a failure and disgrace. I mean, it just, what's the point of even coming back if he's just gonna get roasted? Is it like Trump's mad that he quit the FBI, so Trump's like, okay, go out there and humiliate yourself. This is a humiliation ritual, because I don't know what else to say about it. But let's get into the Dave Smith Dan Bongino beef, because this is where it gets even more sad. Dan Bongino is so pathetic. And listen to the tweets that Dan Bongino was saying to Dave Smith. I mean, whether you like Dave Smith or not is irrelevant, because in this specific situation, Dave Smith is right. Debate me all you want. If you're Team Bongino, debate me right now, because I'm telling you right now, I'm on Team Dave Smith on this one.
I mean, let me read the internet turned on him quick on that one. Well, let's read through this a little bit. So this is how he responds. By the way, literally all I said, and I'm calling him a liar. He is a liar, but like I said, yeah, nice story. Why'd you lie about Epstein? Like I'm just doing what he told me to do, which is never let up. Right? That's what he told me to do.
Because you're not blackpilled. And you're still optimistic.
That's right. There
about
you go.
that we're going to get justice for the victims and expose the deep state.
There you go. Okay, so I said, yeah, nice story. Whatever. Why'd you lie about Epstein? This was his first response, which is just listen. I'm sorry, guys, but it's like I know I repeat this a lot, but it's goddamn surreal being me. Yeah, this is the deputy director of the FBI 5 minutes ago. Hilarious that you not only missed the news cycle for the last year, pretty sure we caught it, but that you also knew you were the moron referenced in the post. Watching you advertise your dipshittery on a series of debates over the past year was my guilty pleasure while I was working.
So Dan Bongino, while he was working, was listening to Dave Smith videos? That's kind of weird.
Go back to your mama's spare room and write me some jokes and get your shine box too. My shoes got a scuff last night while lighting up the live stream while you clowns were rage posting. Thanks, Dan. Now, dude, just every inch of this is like just the weirdest cringe, down to saying Dan at the end of it. Like it's your tweet, dude. You don't need to sign your name to it. And the shine box reference that the Goodfellas reference that he goes to again in his next tweet. I mean, a lot of people pointed this out, but it's pretty funny. It's like, did you stop the movie at that line? Have you not made it through the rest of it? Because this is a weird character to decide to be. It's like the guy ends up getting stabbed to death in a trunk. So like, okay. But again, I mean, it's just so pathetic, dude. Like, what type of response is this? And first of all, what a weird admission that he was watching my debates and all of this. It's like, okay.
He had time for that with his 9-to-5 job over at the FBI.
But dude, didn't you have to be at work?
Instead of arresting Bill Clinton and whoever is involved with the Epstein files, you were watching Dave Smith videos to hate on him. This is our FBI, people. This is so pathetic.
Like 8 a.m?
Yeah.
And you couldn't bring your wife with you? And you still had time to watch my debates? And so, okay, so I so then obviously I got to keep responding to this now because it's Dan Bongino. So then, okay, sorry. So let me find this here. So then I posted challenging him to a debate. He, of course, didn't respond to that.
He will never talk about the Epstein files, and he will never debate anybody because Dan Bongino is a coward.
And then, well, I guess the next one, I guess that was the last one yesterday, right? And then today, I woke up this morning, and I went on Twitter. I mean, I think I woke up at like 7 a.m. this morning. I went and got coffee and called home, talked to the family and stuff. And then I like opened Twitter like around 8 a.m. And he posted this. Dan Bongino said, your family and kids must be ecstatic that their name is Smith so they can blend in with the millions of other Smiths out there and pretend they don't know you. Imagine being dumb enough to post what you just did publicly and then pretend it isn't copium. You're scared. I can smell you from here. Now go get your shine box like I told you. Again. So, I responded, holy fucking crash out. Are you seriously posting about my children at 7 a.m.? I said, keep.
Hey everyone, we're having our biggest sale ever on our award-winning meat sticks. So today, for a limited time, you can
Who got ordered to go lie to the public and said, yes, sir. Scared? Come see me, bitch. I'll end your career and you know it. Run away, little girl. So, okay, I'm talking shit. But he started talking shit. I'm talking shit back to him. I'm fucking intimidated by Dan Bongino. And then he tweeted this, which I got to say, this is the one that a lot of people
he went worse than kids.
This, no.
This is a crazy tweet. What Dave Smith's about to say, this is a crazy tweet. This made me cringe so hard. And I know now, after this tweet, that I am on the right side of history. Brace for impact, people, because this is a cringy ass tweet by Dan Bongino. Get ready.
This is what he said. He goes, tell your family to blink twice if they need my help. I'll get right over there. Which is like fucking weird.
So weird. What? Tell your family to blink twice? Like, what? And then he's going to be Mr. Hero and save Dave Smith's family from Dave Smith? I mean, what does that have to do with the Epstein files? Seriously, like, what? And the fact is when we watch Dan Bongino on live TV say, oh, Jeffrey Epstein definitely killed himself, and he was all hunched over, we all thought, hey, Dan, why don't you blink twice if you're okay, if the FBI hasn't corrupted you and brainwashed you or put a chip in your brain. Hey, Dan, blink twice if your life is in danger. Yeah, it's like Dan is projecting. It's super, super weird. Like, what? Like, that tweet is so bizarre. It's just, oh my God. Like, Dan, you came back to humiliate yourself. That is your only purpose. Your purpose in life now is to put your face on the internet and get humiliated publicly. You're like a jester that is just humiliating yourself. It's like that episode of The Office where Will Ferrell was in there and Andy is like pouring coffee and like purposely hurting himself to make Will Ferrell laugh. That's Dan Bongino now. That's his legacy now. Sorry, Dan. You're a loser now.
Thing to say. Now, listen, I want for everybody out there, a lot of people on the internet were saying this is a threat. You know what I mean? Like, this is an FBI guy and he's intentionally invoking your family and then saying, I'll be right there. It's a thinly veiled threat. But guys, calm down. Dan Bongino is saying that if my kids are in trouble, he'll stand up for children. And we all know when he says that, he's lying. So he won't follow through on it. So don't you guys worry. My kids are just fine. Dan Bongino ain't doing shit. So everybody can relax. Now, look, again, like I said, he's getting fucking ratioed on this. He is like the reaction. It just could not have gone worse for him. But what can you say about all of this, dude? It's like, think about the levels of projection here. Think about first of all, you see how fucking like insecure he is. He can't take a little bit of being called out before he has to snap into being as vicious as possible. Another thing is like, I got a thick skin for viciousness and I'm better at being vicious than Dan Bongino is. So like, come on, keep going, dude. It's just so easy to like play it back. Like, dude, really, Dad? Like, I'm the bitch. I blink twice if you need help. Who are we talking about here, Dan? We all watched your hostage video when you said Epstein killed himself. You're the one who fucking like literally got told like a boy to go out and lie and then fucking did it because you're that much of a bitch. With this talk of protecting children, your legacy is protecting pedophiles.
Yep. Dan Bongino, it's over for you, man. It is over for you. I mean, look at these tweets are just so embarrassing. Dan,
Big deal.
can we get this Dan back?
Please
right
do
here on
not
the
let
left?
that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine
It's over. Dave Smith won. Dan's not going to debate him. And Dan will have fans. There's going to be stupid people out there that are just going to defend Dan no matter what because Dan is part of the Trump regime. No. Most people see through the bull. And I hope you guys do too. And if Dan, if you're listening to this, Dan, which obviously Dan's not going to be listening to my small, tiny noob podcast, but Dan, if you are, you're a disgrace to America. You're a disgrace to America, Dan. You failed us. And it's just kind of sad. I don't know how you live with yourself, Dan. I really don't. Kash Patel, when Kash Patel leaves the FBI, he's going to be next on the roast board. It's not going to be looking good for anybody. Pam Bondi, ooh. Pam Bondi's done. It's just going to be bad for her too. These are all humiliation rituals. And Dan Bongino, you're just going to end up getting roasted for the rest of your life. Welcome to the internet. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you follow me on X. Look, I'm at 40 followers now. I'm growing ever so slightly, but follow me at Ryan Townsley. And then let's go to my account here. Let's just look at my channel here. Yep, here I am. Follow me on YouTube, obviously, at Ryan Townsley R. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Ryan Townsley R. signing off. Bye-bye.